Wholesale and consignment are two ways to sell your handmade products in retail stores. In wholesale, a shop purchases goods from a maker or manufacturer and resells them to the end customer. In consignment, a shop sells a maker's products on their behalf, and then the shop and the maker split the sales price. These two methods share quite a few similarities, which is why they can be confusing to first learn about. But there are also some notable differences that are important to be aware of as a maker. Let's dig in to see what consignment and wholesale have in common, and then look at what makes them different. The first similarity between wholesale and consignment is one that we just touched on. They both get your products on store shelves. Many makers want this retail presence because it legitimizes their brand and products. If a shop likes the products you make enough to carry them, that can be a very gratifying affirmation of your hard work and creativity. Secondly, consignment and wholesale both provide your business with additional exposure because it's possible to reach a wider audience when your products are in brick-and-mortar stores. Shoppers that you might not otherwise cross paths with online or at markets can discover your products when shopping at their favorite local boutique. Last but not least, consignment and wholesale involve building and maintaining relationships with stores. Successful business partnerships rely on clear communication, trust, and collaboration. So, no matter the other particulars, nurturing strong connections with partner shops is crucial to your long-term success. The key differences between consignment and wholesale lie in the structuring of ownership and payment, as well as how risk is distributed. Let's take a look first at payment and ownership. With wholesale, a shop purchases the goods they carry upfront and outright, typically for 50% of the retail price. That means they own the products and are free to do with them what they wish. That also means the maker is paid on the front end of the transaction and their job is done. In consignment, most of this is reversed. The maker retains ownership of the consigned items until they sell, and then after the final sale is complete, the shop provides them with payment. The other difference is that the maker usually receives between 60 and 75% of the retail price compared to the wholesale standard of 50% of retail pricing. The other big difference between these two sales methods is how risk is distributed. So in wholesale, the shop takes on more risk because they spend their money to purchase the products and they're responsible for marketing and selling them. If the candles or soaps that they bought wholesale aren't selling well, they might have to discount them in order to move them, and in the process lose some of their profit margin. In wholesale, the maker gets their payment regardless of whether the shop is ultimately able to sell the product, and therefore the maker carries less risk. Now, in consignment, more of the risk falls on the maker. The maker provides the shop with products up front and only receives payment when the items sell. So the main issue here is that you're potentially tying up inventory that could be sold online or at markets and losing those sales. And in the case of seasonal products, you may end up having to take back consigned inventory that doesn't sell and hold it until next year. Luckily, candles aren't perishable, so this isn't the end of the world. But you've already sunk material and labor costs into those unsold products and their sales are delayed. So this is a risk to bear in mind with consignment. So to wrap up, wholesale and consignment both get your products on store shelves, help increase exposure for your business, and involve working with shops. But they differ in who owns the products, as well as how payment is structured and how risk is distributed. For even more insights into selling your handmade products, be sure to check out our guide to consignment linked in the description. Thanks so much for watching today. If you enjoyed this video, we'd love it if you subscribe to the channel. We release videos for makers that range from tutorials and project inspiration to business topics like this.